It's show.
Game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. Every shot's a story, every cheer's a spark. Under the lights we make our mark. Beyond the scoreboard, beyond the lines. Out of the box, redefining the grind. The grind. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Sully Squad. Best time of the year, fellas. You know, all the sports are going pretty much. Well, not quite basketball and hockey. They'll be coming up in a few weeks. But, you know, we got college football going. We got NFL. You know, we had our Birds open up Thursday night. Of course, you know, I love sitting around and just chilling, watching football all day yesterday. Phillies playing good ball. Had a great road trip. You know, take 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, which was impressive. Then take the first 2 in Miami before laying a stinker yesterday. But all in all, 4-2 road trip. I mean, I think we'll have to take that. Unfortunately, a couple big injuries, which we'll get into, and we got a big series coming up with the Mets. So, got a lot to get into, and I got my full cast here. And then at the end of the game, later on in the show, I kind of wanted to do a new segment called "Who Can Beat the Mush." So we're gonna call our man John Lieb, who's he'll be on at the end of the show, and just to put it out there, I mean, this guy will be making the picks from the mostly be making the picks from the bathroom, okay? Because when I think of picks, I don't know if you want to take this guy's advice. You know what I mean? Isn't there a guy who is the guy who's the guy Wentworth, right? Who's Wentworth? Yeah, J.G. Wentworth. You know, he says, like, when he talks, you listen. Well, I don't know. When the mush talks, you might want to go the other way.
Oh, no, that was
go that way.
That wasn't Wentworth. That was E.F. Hutton.
D.F. Hutton. There you go. Yeah.
E.F. Hutton.
Yeah, the Hutton dude. Yeah. Well, whoever he is, you wanted to listen to him. When you get these mush picks, I don't know. You might want to go the other way. So we'll get into that later. But got my usual cast here. I got right next to me, I got my man Sean Kilrain. What's up, Sean? What's that, a Darren Dalton jersey?
Darren Dalton, baby. Free Dutch, babe. Yeah, man. What's up, guys?
Cool. And then right next to Sean, we got our man Jeff. What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
Doing good. Not liking the injuries, but doing good.
All right. And then I got my man Diego the Hammer Bianchi. What's up, Diego?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing. I got one thing to ask you. When the mush does his picks, is he going to be sleeping or is he going to be awake?
Oh, probably half asleep. He's gonna be half
that's-
asleep.
I mean, the three of us, except for Jeff, can vouch for that. But oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. Yeah, that'll be part of it. So we will see. But obviously, I mean, it's football season. It was football Sunday, so of course I want to get a lot of football. But I think maybe we should open up a little bit because our Phillies got a huge series right now versus the Mets, and in the past hour got some bad injury news, but maybe could have been worse. Supposedly, Trey Turner's got a grade 1 hamstring, and now Bohm's hurt too. Apparently, Bohm's got like a shoulder.
Yeah.
So
Put
yeah,
some Massengill on that. That's what he should do.
what's this?
You should put Massengill on it.
Wow.
If you know what that is.
Massingales.
I was gonna say the Chris Rock rub some tussin on that, Joe.
No, that won't help him. He's soft.
All right. So anyway, yeah, of course it sucks that Trey Turner got hurt, but I was worried that it was going to be like the last year he got the hamstring. He was out 6 weeks. It was like a grade 2. So at least it's only a grade 1. I mean, what do they have? About 4 weeks to the playoffs. So Sean, like, I guess we'll start with you. Like, what's your concern level? Like, first off, you're up 7. You got the Mets coming in for 4. I mean, I feel like you got to I feel like you got to at least split the series, right? I mean, what's your
pretty much, yeah. And the magic number, I believe, if I'm correct, guys, 13 or 15, right, to clinch the division.
I think it's 13.
Okay.
Right.
But back to what you said, what concerns me, I mean, Trey Turner, solid leadoff hitter. Who do we go with the leadoff hitter? Do we go back? It's going to be Schwarber. A lot of people said they like to see Harper, but
it's Harper tonight, Sean.
What?
It's Harper tonight.
Good. All right, cool. Shockingly, kind of mix it up, see something, and hopefully we get the bats going against this kid McLean. He's 4-0, ERA of 1-something, but Mets are in the Phillies' heads, but we're home. We're not away. So let's see what we got, man. I'm hoping we can take 3 out of 4.
Who's playing short tonight?
So
okay.
I believe the kid that they just brought up, Diego, it's Otto Kemp and some.
No, Sosa's playing, Sean.
Okay, but they brought up a guy, Walton.
Yeah, they brought the kid up, but he's coming off the bench. So Sosa's in there.
Okay.
So that's a concern. How about you, Diego? What's our concern level here? I mean, first off, you look at this schedule. What are they 4 up on the Dodgers for the 2 seed? Because now, I think it's imperative to get this 2 seed now.
Yeah.
You
have to
get that by, right?
Yeah, you got to get that by. I mean, I think it's pretty concerning, but the grade 1 makes me feel better. I think he'll be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
If Harper's going to lead off, then Harper's going to have to give us what Turner was giving us out of that position.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever steps in for Harper's going to have to step up there and do what he was doing. Like, next man up at this point, it's crunch time. They got to get 13 more wins and clinch that 2 seed. I think the 2 seed is imperative. It's big.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Here's the one thing that bothers me, whether it's a grade 1, 2, 4, 10. When he comes back, is he going to be the hitter that he was right now? Because he's in the zone. He's not going to be the same when he comes back.
Well, we don't know that, but
you hope
hopefully
for the best. Just like
exactly. You hope that he does, but it's really tough any player not to see live pitching and everything and come back and just take off to where you were. Because he was just one of those guys. But it was almost like when Howard would come up, you knew he was going to get a hit. Now it's like when Turner comes up, he's like 4 for 5 every game. It's like unbelievable the streak that he's on.
Yeah,
that's what worries me.
Yeah, the other concerning thing too is last year when he came back from the injury, he didn't. If you guys remember, he didn't run quite the same. He kind of ran gingerly, and his speed and his athleticism is a big part of his game. I mean, if he's not, I think he has at least like 20 to 30 infield hits alone this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's not going to be as effective. I mean, we want him coming back and being Trey Turner. Like, yeah, of course we want him back, but you don't want him like kind of back like half-assed. You know what I mean? Like we need him
full strength, not mediocre. Kind of what you're saying. You're right.
So, all right, so we're up, and then boom, the Bohm thing threw me. Look, the Bohm thing kind of threw me for a loop. Supposedly he's got a
shoulder.
He's got a cyst in his shoulder.
Mm.
You
Now,
know, you go
I think he has
from
a sister he throws with his not his cyst, a sister shoulder.
Yeah, he's got a cyst on his ovaries.
That's what I was going to say.
oh, he's a
I thought,
sissy.
I thought that's
He's a
what they
sissy,
said,
guys.
though.
Are we allowed to say that he's a sissy, or am I going to get in trouble?
I think, yeah, but, you know, all kidding aside, though, I thought I heard the guy on the radio said he had a cyst in his shoulder. And I was like, yeah.
On that note, who's pitching tonight?
Wait, what's that?
We got Noah throwing up meatballs.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
Noah with the sissy on his shoulder. You got Nola pitching tonight against this McLean guy.
Oh Lord,
I mean,
a long game.
if anything, I see Nola. I'm going to say, like I always say, two meatballs.
Yeah, 5-0 after the first inning.
What'll happen is
Can we come back from 5-0 tonight?
Nola will throw like a great game, and everybody will be back on the bandwagon of Nola again. He'll throw a great game, and we'll win this game handily. And yeah, Nola's back, and this and that, and then
Yeah, right. This dude McLean's nice though.
Oh, he is. He has this
He's
one
good.
pitch. You know what the good thing about it is, Diego, since you brought him up? They have tape on him. When they first played him, they didn't have Jack on. So he's just, doing his thing.
Yeah, well, the last time they played him, though, Nick Castellanos didn't look like he could hit a fucking medicine ball, bro. I mean, like, Castellanos went up there. I was like, yo, bro, you want to go up with your fucking hat and your glove. Like, just be like,
he makes like no. He was actually batting pretty good up until, 40 games ago?
You're right.
Then once, then he has like this one at bat where he's like so bad at, and then it just continues to get worse.
He looked comfortable going up there, not going out after that outside pitch. He looked like, oh my God, he actually turned the season around. This could be the season. And then sometimes when you get too comfortable, he looked that way, and all of a sudden it was like Space Jam. The aliens came and took all his skill away, and he has nothing. He's going.
It happens to him once a year. I mean, this time it happened early. Usually it happens to him in the National League Championship.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get that Castellanos Nicky 3 buttons that it was hitting in the playoffs. Yeah. Good defense. But yeah, just like you said, everybody's got to show up.
They had a thing on Facebook today. I forget who it was, Pelissero or one of them. Somebody was saying that out of all the starting right fielders in the National League, he is the worst defensive fielder by stat.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's big now. He's big.
He's got some throw out the home plate and all that kind of stuff. And I thought he gets in front of the ball, but they're saying there's a lot of things that he can't get to because obviously his speed.
Yeah, he doesn't cover any radius. It looks nice when he catches it because the ball's in his radius, but he's not covering enough ground in right field.
What do you think, Joe? What are your thoughts, bud?
Well, you know what's funny? All kidding aside, I know we're having a lot of laughs with this, but just to say this here, right here, to show you guys, it says the Phillies placed Bohm on the 10-day injury list due to a cyst on his shoulder. Matt Gelb of the Athletics, so he does have a cyst. So fuck you guys.
It wasn't that. It was that he had a sister's overies, is what Diego said.
Yeah, he had a cyst on his ovaries.
Not that. Come on, Joey.
Maybe he's. I mean, hey, I'm all for guys getting laid, but maybe he's spending too much time on somebody's ovaries. You know what I mean, dude? Hit the fucking ball, bro. You know what I mean?
Move on from him. In
all
reality, move on
from
the season. Nicky 3 buttons.
How do you even move these guys? They suck. Like they're under contract. Who's taking them? How are you moving on from them?
Give them to the Twins.
Martins.
Twins, Florida. Here they go.
Well, Castellanos makes what, $25 million a year? I mean, all right, let's just do a scenario. All right, ready, Diego? You call me up and say you got Nick Castellanos for me.
I got Nick Castellanos, Joe. What you got for me?
A pile of shit. He makes
Deal.
He makes $25 million a year. So the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to be like, well, first off, He's not a $25 million player. He's a $7 to $10 million player at absolute best. So, okay, if you want to trade him to me, okay. All right, bro, he makes $25 million. You're going to eat $16 million. You're going to eat at least $16 million of that money.
Okay.
For me to give you anything.
All right.
So,
And then
we'll give Castellanos and one of our, not obviously one of our high picks, but one of our minor leaguers, and we'll pay $5,000 or $5 million off of his contract for whatever team we're dealing with, depending on, you're going to get a mid-level player. You're not going to get a name. But there you go. So you throw in something that as a possibility, Castellanos can play there. You have a guy that might make it from the minors, you never know, and we're paying some of the money. You get rid of him, and that frees up some money to go after and keep Schwarber or go after Tucker, whatever we're going to do.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like you got to eat more.
You got to give me more than that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you got to
dealing with,
or you got to give me a good. So the Phillies basically would have to decide what's more important, the money or the prospect. Because like you said, Jeff, like you could call up maybe even a team like Kansas City or somebody that's like on the verge of contending. Because he's only signed for one more year. So, I mean, if you're a team like the Royals and you're like, you know what, let's take a chance on him. We're only taking a 1-year gamble.
Yep.
And then I tell Philadelphia, okay, you're either going to eat 15 mil and I'll give them 10 and you don't really give me shit, or if you want to save some money, well, then you got to give me a couple good prospects for me to take on.
Yeah.
Here, I got a comment here. Let's see here. Paul Spencer says, must be nice to be a relevant team heading into early September, 17 games out from the Wild. Oh, yeah, the Braves, yeah.
They officially got eliminated by the Seattle Mariners winning yesterday, yeah. Sorry for your loss, bud.
Yeah, I don't understand that, though. How did the Mariners win and affect the Braves, though? The Mariners are in the American League. That's what I didn't understand. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, if somebody can explain it, I don't have it in front of me, but yeah.
I mean, they've been eliminated. The Braves have been eliminated for months. It just wasn't official.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I like the headline after the Eagles-Dallas game. Did Dallas put Cowboys have officially been eliminated from the playoffs?
I'll tell you what. We'll get it. We're definitely going to get into football. But you know what football team's absolute fucking hot garbage? The Miami Dolphins.
Oh yes,
dude, they made Danny Jones look like the second coming of Eli Manning.
Yes, they did.
The Bengals won. The Bengals look like shit too.
Yo, how about that, man? I mean, we'll get into it, like you said, Joey. But wow, Diego hit that right on the head. I think Burrow might not be good week 4.
Dude, he's gonna fucking die.
It's like Rocky and Drago. If he dies,
oh my gosh,
dude, he got.
Watch a little bit of that game. He's getting crushed every play. Even to make a play, he's got to get killed.
Yeah.
People are all trying to find backup quarterbacks in fantasy. Whoever has Burrow, because they know he's not going to be around too long.
Joe, who's your backup, Joe?
Yeah.
Mike. Drake. He looked like dog shit yesterday too.
Joey, I think we're gonna have to make a trade.
I know. I know. You know what's funny? I know in our league, because in our league I took Burrow. I went Chase, Burrow, and I got Higgins because I was like, Cincinnati's defense blows so bad they're gonna have to throw all the time, and I still think they're gonna have a big year offensively. Yeah. But then yesterday I'm like, holy shit, man! I took it doggy style, dude.
Well, but that's the bullet you bite. Cincinnati's offense goes off, you're going to go off. Cincinnati's offense don't go off, you're going to lay an egg.
Well, Cleveland's got a top 5 defense, so you take that first game of the season, and Cleveland's got a good defense. So
yeah, they get the win. I'm just saying they didn't look good,
but still.
Yeah. You want to hear another hurt piece? So in another league, because I'm in a few different leagues, so in another league they put on Facebook, they're like, be nice to whoever has AJ Brown and Xavier Worthy. I'm like, this guy right here. Yeah.
Way to go, buddy. How's that? How's your shoulder, Worthy?
What's that?
How's Worthy's shoulder?
It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Travis played it.
I guess Worthy's not going to be in the wedding, is he?
Yeah, I know it's funny because I think Taylor Swift was saying that she like now that she follows football, like on their podcast, she was saying that the running joke was that she was saying that she thinks Xavier Worthy's going to be like have a big year, be a big contributor, and she likes him. And
cursed her.
Male.
Cursed him.
Yeah.
Her in the mush, baby. Keep it going. Say something else.
But we'll get back to baseball real quick so we can knock out football.
All right, so let's look at this week. So we got four versus the Mets. You know, obviously, goal number one is to not get. I mean, I'd like to win the series because I mean, shit, they swept us the last time. We owe them one, but with as banged up as we are, you know, first goal is to split. If
get out of here the way you come in.
Yeah,
tonight's game is a key. Tonight's game is a real key for this series.
I just think this series has come at a really bad time now. You know, with Turner not playing, Bohm not playing, we're shuffling Sosa into shortstop. You know, Bryce now going from the 3 spot to the 1 spot, which is a different responsibility in itself. I don't like it going into this series. Doesn't feel good.
Up mentality. I mean,
I hope the team doesn't feel the same way I do.
Yeah, you know, you say that, and I agree. I hate to say that I don't think the Phillies are going to make the World Series. I really don't. I would love them to make it, but I just don't think they're strong enough. There's too many things happening around them. There's just like this weird mojo that just isn't working. But
the 2 seed could be big though and have these teams come play here.
But here's the one thing that does work: the Pirates swept the Dodgers.
Yeah,
right.
So we can always. I mean, the Pirates. You know, they get rid of everybody. They don't have anybody. They got schemed.
Yeah.
So we could. I think tonight's game is a key. If they could score some runs off this guy and look good, and they're home and win this game, I think it'll be a key to how many games they take against the Mets, because they know they came off a horrible series. It was a bad time. They came back home, and what they do, they won.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so the road to the 2 seed is really these next 10 days because you got 4 with the Mets, then you have the Royals here for 3, but then you go to LA to play the Dodgers, which is a huge series, and then out to Arizona to play the Diamondbacks. So, so really, what's that? 4 and 3.
It's 13 games, right?
Yeah, the next 13 games is really going to probably decide the 2 seed. So you and like you said, with all these injuries, you know, you're just hoping that we don't totally shit the bed. But let's just all right. So the next week, let's just go the next week. So before we do the show again next week, we got 7 games. What's our record and how much are we up against the Mets and how much I think we're 4 up in the 2 seed. Are we still up in the 2 seed? Sean, what's our record these next 7 and how much are we up between division and 2 seed?
5-2. I'm going to go.
5-2. Wow. Okay. Oh, damn, dude. All right. I'll take that. Okay.
Then, 3 games up.
Go 5-2. We're only 3. Are we 7 games up?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Are you talking about the 2 seed or the division?
2 seed.
Oh, okay.
So that means you got the Dodgers going 6-1.
Hate to be the best.
Well, that blows. Well, all right. Well, I hope you're wrong in that respect. All right, Jeff. How about you?
I say 4 and 3.
Okay.
It depends on how Nola pitches, and it also depends on how many games Walker pitches.
Okay.
Because he's going to be in there too, and I don't even know why he's in there. I think I just have this sneaky suspicion that we're going to rally around this injury of Turner. I don't think they give a shit about Bohm. It's not nice to say, but we played without him before. Kemp can play third base and give us the same numbers that Bohm has.
Yeah.
So the Turner thing could be hurtful, and I think we're going to take 3 out of 4 from the Mets. I don't think we're going to win the game, but I think we're going to take 3 out of 4 from the Mets. And the Royals are one of those teams where you don't think they're anything. They're the ones that might give us the tough time. And I think we're going to be 3 up on the Dodgers. And I think we're going to be 6 up on the Mets. I think we're going to make the playoffs. And in a way, I kind of think we're going to make the playoffs with ease. It's just a matter of how healthy we are when we get there. The Dodgers are, we've got a better record than the Dodgers big time. But look at their list of injuries. If those guys can come back for the playoffs, every team's dead. But just look at their list. It's unbelievable, the players they have.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's bad.
I'm a little bit on the opposite of that. I think the Phillies are 3-4 over their next 7, and they lose 3 out of 4 to the Mets. I think by the time we're talking next week, they're 4 games up in the division, 2 games up on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually I hate to say it, I'm actually with Diego because I think Nola gets fucking shelled tonight.
Yeah.
You're already in an 0-1 hole. Then my hope is that we could take 2 of the next 3, but in reality, I think we might lose 2 of the next 3. So that would be 3 out of 4, and then hopefully
we win the World Series.
Yeah, then I think we win the World. Yeah, so I think we'll be up. Yeah, up 4 division, up 2 in the 2 seed, and then that'll bring a classic showdown because next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's at LA versus the Dodgers, and that'll probably be, then we got to either win that series or just not get, we're really got to win that series, but you definitely can't get swept.
We're almost like the Dodgers. The Dodgers and the Phillies series should be a good series because we're now with Turner being down, we're kind of hurt there. We're hurt with our pitching. We had the best pitchers in the league, with Wheeler obviously being down and out now. We're not there. We've got 3 studs.
When is Walker Buehler supposed to make his debut?
Friday.
He did, and he was in the minor leagues, and he didn't have such a great numbers. He did one game so far, and he said he was okay. He just wasn't anything special.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, right?
Right.
All right. Give him a couple of games, see what he can do. See if he can get back in here and be semi-productive.
If anything's better than Taiwan Walker, I'm a happy man. Really.
I mean, the first game, him coming back, he might have that Phillies mojo. You come in here and you hear those fans screaming. You look around, you got a full stadium. You just know how a player is when you come into Philly.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he does. Like you brought up a perfect point. Mike Lawrence, who's now with the Kansas City Royals, had that complete game.
Mm-hmm.
You never know, man. That maybe that can happen.
How about that no hitter the other night?
With
One out
Yamamoto
away from the no hitter, and came back and won.
Yeah.
Oh,
He let up a home run, and then they pulled him. He should have left him, man. But
I go way back. I don't know if you remember a player from the Phillies called Charlie Hudson.
yeah,
He's a pitcher.
Yeah.
1 out away from having a no hitter. Guy hits a home run. Next player comes up, hits a home run. Now he ended up winning the game 3-2, but they had to pull him so he couldn't finish the game. But he had a no hitter with 1 out left. I just remember I can't believe it.
yeah, it's one of those things.
I actually remember that too. I think that was that was my first year. I think I was just a little kid, but I think it was like 86 or something. I think it was my first year watching
Wes
baseball.
Chamberlain was on the team. Remember him?
Yeah.
Who?
Wes Chamberlain.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Because I remember the 2 of them coming up together. Ricky Jordan. They were all on the same team. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, so that's of course it's big baseball week. So we'll be monitoring that, and then hopefully next week, Sean and Jeff are more right than me and Diego. So I
For sure. Let's hope Sean was really right. 5-2 sounds good.
Yeah, but hey, football week, and all kinds of games yesterday. But our focus here in Philadelphia was on that matchup versus the Cowboys. And, it was a good game. I like to say the Eagles survived and advanced. But, I want to get on to talk about this Cowboys game. The host of Cowboys Weekly, my man Paul Spencer. So we're going to get a little bit of his perspective from the game as well. What's up, Paul?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? How we doing?
What's up, man?
Hold on a sec. I got to spit real quick. I'm sorry, guys.
Is that a hawk tour?
It was a hawk tour. Yeah, it was a hawk tour. You guys didn't take the bait, though, man. You guys didn't take the bait, though. Come on.
The next day, they had a picture of Jalen Carter on the football card. Hawk Tour was his name down the bottom. Like, oh, God. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so, but no, opening night, starts, obviously the big story was Jalen Carter, losing his cool. Both teams moved the ball up and down the field. You couldn't. Neither team could stop anything.
Yeah.
And then
until the rain delay.
Until the rain delay, and then all of a sudden nobody could do shit.
Yeah.
And And the Eagles were missing Jalen Carter, which was huge. And I'll tell you what, Paul, I want to get your perspective as a Cowboys fan, but in my opinion, two things won that game for the Eagles. It was Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts made great decisions. He made plays. He made the plays when he had to make them. Running the football in the first half, and then you look at the final drive. Look at the final drive. AJ Brown didn't do shit all game. What happens? A 2nd and 14. Hurts and Brown connect for about 8.5, not whatever it was.
Yeah,
I think it was like 2nd and 11. We had a 10-yard catch, and then we did a push for the yard.
Yep.
Right. Well, yeah. So they complete the pass. Jalen scrambles, gets the first down, ices the game, and then in the first half he made big plays. And then Vic Fangio, the veteran defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, first off, I mean, you guys are making Adoree Jackson your friggin' bitch all first half. I mean, Adoree, Christ, man, he had fucking.
He's done.
But let's be real. What are we doing putting Adoree Jackson in his first game against CeeDee Lamb? Like that, you're asking him too much. Like, of course, you look like shit. You put probably the best receiver in the league on him.
That's why CeeDee
I thought what happened to Quinyon Mitchell following him around the field? Where's our number one corner on their number one guy?
It was
that was driving me insane. CeeDee Lamb opened game. Adoree Jackson. Why?
You know why?
They're just going to scheme against. They're just going to scheme against him. Give them Dallas the advantage to go. Okay, you know what? We're not going to move Quinyon Mitchell. Will you go one-on-one with Adoree Jackson? Why would we ever put CeeDee Lamb on the other side of the field?
It was all planned. Adoree Jackson made CeeDee Lamb laugh so hard he kept dropping the ball, so he helped us win.
Yeah.
But Diego, you said it. Diego, you said it 100%. I thought Quinyon Mitchell was going to be moving right to left on CD all game. But I said on my show, I was like, the X factor is Adoree Jackson. Wherever that son of a bitch lines up, that's where we're gonna go to. Because in the first half, you're right, Adoree was the bitch. I mean, we were just throwing against him every time. And then when Cooper went over there, okay, then Adoree goes to the slot. Then that's when everything like seemed a little bit different. Like the safety came down to help you guys out. But you're right. I mean, I thought Mitchell was going to transfer right to left on CD, but you gave us the advantage 100% right there.
Adoree's going to be cut.
And let's be real, we lose that game and CeeDee Lamb just catches that ball.
One of the catches, that would have gave us 3 points. Any one of those would have gave us 3 points at least. I mean, okay, the Eagles still got the ball in the end. They could have scored a field goal. But disregard that. We could have had 3 points. The one pass to Ferguson that Dak had that hit John Campbell in the arm, that was a 7-point touchdown. If it was a lob ball, that was a touchdown. CD catches that last ball, who would have known? We could have drove for the touchdown there. I mean, he left at least 7 points on the board, but I think it was the spy and Jalen. On our spy on defense, we had no spy. We couldn't control Hurts, number one on defense. That's on Eberflus. The second thing is Jalen Hurts, MVP of the game. Okay, he didn't have the great passing game. He didn't need to, but he beat you with 4 first downs, man, with his legs. And the drop ball with CD, but that shit's going to happen. But Jalen Hurts, dude, hats off to the dude, man. He beat our ass, man, and it showed.
Yeah, what did you think of what Eddie has a comment here. He says, what do we think of Jalen Carter's bonehead move? Is where do we rank it? I mean, I'll tell you what,
it's up there.
Yeah.
You know what the worst one was, I think, when Ndamukong Suh stepped on that guy's head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
was like the worst bonehead play I think I've seen. But
then
Jalen Carter spitting right there on the starting quarterback with the camera in your face.
Mine is also when Ron Artest went into with the fans.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
But the funny thing is, did you see that kid, the trainer's face? He was like, I thought he was going to like throw down too, but then he looked at Jalen Carter like, that son of a bitch is big. I ain't doing shit.
I'm not doing anything.
I think Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, that's another one.
Albert Hainsworth was one, yeah.
Miles Garrett.
Oh, with the helmet. That was on Pickett. What was on Pickett? Wasn't that Pickett that he hit?
No, it was Kyle Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of worse stuff that's happened when you really think about it than Carter spitting on Prescott.
Did you see the odds yesterday of happening? So remember Stingley?
Yeah.
From the what is it? The Lions and his back. Remember he got what do you call it? Couldn't walk anymore.
You mean
yeah.
the Raiders?
or the Raiders, excuse me.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
son,
Yeah,
Stanley
he
Jr. yesterday
totally
got
played.
hit.
Yeah, hurt his back.
Yeah, then Stanley Jr. Yes. I mean, what are the odds that dad and now son has a back injury?
Is his serious though?
They kept him in the hospital overnight, so it's got to be serious enough to check everything out.
Damn, he didn't come back to the game. I know that.
No.
I'm like, what are the odds of that? I felt bad for the guy.
Yeah, it was awkward how his like body turned.
Yeah, Paul, I'd love to get your comment. I'd love to get your perspective because, like, I was very impressed with Jihad Campbell. What was your perspective of Jihad Campbell? Because I mean, him and Byron Young. That's another play that another turning point of the game was Miles Sanders running like he had a freaking piano on his back, and Zach Bourne caught him. And then Byron, what is it? Brian Young?
Byron Young.
Him and Campbell forcing that fumble because if you guys score there, it changes the game.
Yeah, but you know what? How big was Dak Prescott's tackle on that?
Yes.
No one in front of Quinyon Mitchell.
Huge.
Exactly. I mean, he had a combo. He was gone. Dak didn't make that tackle. He was gone. That was 7 points. But when Jihad Campbell first, Joe, I think the dude's going to be a stud. I mean, he can pass cover. We know what he was at Bama. I mean, you guys got a top 10 pick late first round. I mean, he dropped to you. I mean, he's a stud. I love how he plays the run. And this is only game one, honestly. Yeah. I mean, he really didn't get a lot of time with the A1 starters this year in preseason OTAs, He didn't. But just imagine, when he gets that reps in full swing football, he's going to be nasty. And Miles Sanders, man, can you take this jerk back, man? Seriously. I mean, man, I was yelling at my TV. We had some people over, and I was like, everybody in the house was an Eagles fan. And when he ran the ball, all I see is him getting down-tracked. You know what I mean? Like, oh, come on, dude. Come on. Then, he celebrates with his bullshit. Then 2 plays later, the fumble, I'm like, man, it's karma, dude. Don't celebrate, man. That's one thing to me. You never celebrate against your old team, bro. Because karma somehow just comes back to bite you in the ass, dude. But Diego, 100%. If Dak didn't make that tackle, Mitchell was gone, man. Mitchell was gone. Definitely.
Yeah, I was impressed with Campbell big time. And remember last week we were picking who's going to be a star of the game. I was right on target with Zach Bourne. Guy's still there. Still got it from last year. So I'm happy to see money
he's a star.
Away from him. Yeah, he is.
He's a hustler, man.
And if Campbell continues to go on this trajectory, they're the best linebacker core in the league.
Yep.
I do have a question for you guys on the opposite side here. Okay, you guys talked about A.J. Brown. 1 catch, 10 yards. Late in the game, crucial situation. Diego, I think it was definitely 10 yards because I did remember 1 catch for 10.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he
had 1 point in standard league fantasy.
Exactly.
That's how I know he had 10 yards.
My question to you guys, why? Was there – because Diggs was playing. I got to give credit to Diggs. Diggs played a hell of a game. Bland played a great game. But the one only deep ball was when you guys threw it to who was it? Jahan Dotson got burned by Elam. But what was the why? 1 catch for AJ? Why only 1 look?
I hate to do it this early in the year, but I'm starting to think AJ Brown lost a little bit of a step.
Ooh, okay. I heard rumors.
I feel like he looked that way a little bit at the end of last year. Like his separation wasn't the same. We weren't throwing him the deep ball as much.
I think it's his hamstring. You know damn well with a hamstring, you want to kind of ease your way back into it. Week 1. Kind of not throw the book at him. Hopefully week 2 we see a different AJ.
We didn't know he was going to play. Yeah, we didn't know he was going to play that game. So you're right, Sean.
Yeah, hamstrings, man, in football. I mean, Paul and everybody, you can vouch. I mean, they're no joke. You can lose it, and then it can come right back and kick you in your ass worse than what you already had.
Yeah, I agree with this one, right? Because I thought that call on Reed Blankenship was bullshit too.
Yes.
Zab McDevitt says the fumble was a clear case of bull don't lie. Total bullshit call on Reed. Had that just incomplete with no flag, 24-23 at the end of the game. Now that last drive, Dallas may have been more cautious. Dink dunk and a field goal. Eagles lose.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that call was BS.
Now you don't know, but it's why they play.
That call was BS, man. I mean, he did not hit him with the helmet. He hit him with the shoulder here. But my thing is like, man, I understand safety. I get that point. But bro, listen, if you're a wide receiver coming down and I'm a DB, Diego, if you're coming down with the ball, how am I supposed to adjust my whole body in a millisecond, man? That to me is impossible, brother. That I don't get it, man.
He's trying to get to the ball.
Right.
That's what he's supposed to do at his position. He's
Yep.
a safety. You know, you ball hawk that ball. He was trying to get to it.
Yep.
And the stupidity of Nolan's, like the penalty on Nolan Smith.
That was
He didn't
horrible
go
too.
like this. He didn't do no guns.
All he did was just
excited
slide over
in
top
the
of him.
moment.
Yeah.
And you know what was bullshit watching football yesterday? I watched guys do that all day and didn't get
All
flagged.
day. And last night in
All
the game,
day.
they did it too a lot. No penalties called.
The Texans dude made a big play on somebody. He was over top on the same exact way. Like, let's go. Nothing. It's football.
Yeah, I don't know what game it was yesterday. Diego, you made a great point. I went back to look at the rules, and it's bullshit. I think it's to each team it's different because they say when you flex, you do anything like this, taunting, or you walk over a person, toward the other person on the ground, that's a foul. But there was a game yesterday. My man did the AI step over on a guy. I'm like, what the hell's this? What the man?
I'm going to ask everybody here, honest to God, because I know we all love football. Don't you think football is getting a little ridiculous now with all these new ass rules?
God, yeah.
It's ruining the game.
They're fucking up the game. I was talking to my boy Shay about this last week, like right after the Eagles game. One of the things I love about sports is the shit talking, and one of the things about sports, like look at the NBA. Like, was Michael Jordan a great athlete? Fucking A. Right, he was a great athlete. But guess what, though? There's a lot of great athletes in the NBA. You know what separated Michael Jordan was the fact that he had such a will to win, and he talked. He had motherfuckers intimidated before the game even started, and that played into it. Look at Larry Bird.
Yes, the best trash talker ever.
Larry Bird wasn't. We all know Larry Bird wasn't a great athlete, but guess what? Larry Bird would have dudes. I mean, he would talk shit. He used to tell dudes, he'd be like, "Yo, get this white guy off me. This is disrespectful. Get over here. I'm gonna make you my bitch now."
Yeah, he'd be like, "Where do you want me to make this three at? You want me to go to that corner and make a three?"
Joe, you guys remember the story about David McDaniels with 2.4 seconds left to go in the game? They're in timeout. Boston's in timeout. He's over by the other bench saying, "I'm gonna fucking shoot the ball right here. I'm gonna shoot the ball right here. I'm gonna turn around, knock it down with a jumper. Game over. I'm going home." He comes out, makes the shot, walks by David McDaniels and said, "I fucked up. I left you like a 0.10 seconds on the clock." That is the best trash talker I've ever seen.
How about Lawrence Taylor when you watch NFL films?
Yeah.
And Lawrence Taylor would be on there and he'd be like, "I'm gonna kill." He's like, "I'm gonna kill this motherfucker."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "I'm getting your ass." You know what I mean, dude? And the left tackle will be like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? Like,
was a really good shit talker. BG was a really good shit talker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brandon Grant's a great shit talker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen a clip where he's going with the guy? He's like, 54, I'm on you all day. And Fletcher Cox is like, B. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I got you, Fletch.
But
there was a player that quit the NFL because of the new rules. You guys remember James Harrison?
Yep.
Yeah.
He fucking quit the NFL. His comments were like, "Why do I want to play this game where I would learn one way to tackle and I get fucking fined for making a tackle?" Yeah. That's bull. I mean, that dude was people say he was nasty, but my man was just a hitter, man. He was like a Ronnie Lott dude. I always tell my kids, if you're playing anywhere, you better keep your head on a swivel. Nowadays, quarterbacks might be in fucking flags pretty soon, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane.
They're going to be playing in a bubble. It's ridiculous.
When I think of intimidating football players, Paul, James Harrison's one of the first guys I think of. He was mean. Like I could picture him on the sidelines, like taking his helmet off on like a cold day with a bald head, and you got the fucking the steam coming off the head.
My vision of nastiness is the picture of Mike Singletary's eyes in his helmet.
Oh God, yes. Yeah. Linebacker, those eyes, man. Yeah.
Remember those eyes that you were like, oh my God.
Junior Seau.
Yep. But just watching the game now, you're always looking for a flag.
Yeah.
There's a penalty on every single play. They can't watch every single one of them. It's just, and like you said, it's just watered down. I love watching old football games. When you're surfing through the channels and it's got like 1990 something football game, I'll throw it on just to watch them hit people and play and actually do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember, look at him.
An intimidating team I feel like a whole team, them Baltimore Ravens teams with like Ray Lewis on there,
Yeah.
Ed Reed,
Suggs, Reed,
like
yeah.
you have to go play that team, and I feel like you'd be like, fuck, dude, we got to play against these dudes.
Soon when you tackle that person, you're gonna have to reach your hand out and get them up and wipe them off so there's no grass stains on their jersey.
Diego, I'll go in before you on the field, man. So, when I see what's his name, Ray Lewis do that dance coming out the end.
Yeah.
Dude, that's scary. If I'm an opposing guy on their side, I'm like, oh shit,
Brian Dawkins had a super intimidating coming out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, all right. So one more thing because I want to start moving on to the next. We touched on some week one. Like you mentioned the Ravens. I mean, shit, they need some of those guys back on that defense because boy, you talk about a choke job at the end of that game. Holy,
they scare me though. They did. I was telling my son today, we were talking, and I never really watched Lamar until last night. He reminds me, his arm reminds me of Cunningham. He has this little sling thing with his arm, with the wrist, and that ball is just smooth with a beautiful spiral. I like really watched him yesterday, and I'm like, that guy really is unbelievable.
You know what the problem is though? His brain's just like Randall Cunningham's too.
Ooh.
He's not smart enough.
Oh yeah.
Diego, you make a great point. Last night I went back and watched that game. He's the only quarterback that I see after a play's called, he goes to the line of scrimmage, he checks that band one more time just to double check his mind. You know, the IQ. I mean,
he's not the smartest quarterback. No. He relies on, dude. How about that play he makes where Bosa has him dead to rights, like fucking 30 yards in the backfield?
Yeah.
He makes him miss, and then he runs a 14-yard gain.
Yep.
That's what makes Lamar Jackson special, where he could just like make things like that happen. But I just feel like when push comes to shove, he's not going to make the best plays to win you the game.
It was only the first game, but I did notice that he looked the field a lot more than running. Usually,
he did. He was looking for Zay Flowers a lot more.
Yes.
Zay had a hell of a game. Yeah,
that impressed me.
Yeah,
I mean, Derrick Henry, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Guy is a freak of nature.
217 yards.
And a loss.
Shit.
Lost.
And the crazy thing is, dude's 235 and he has speed too, man.
But you know what? And he had to play that cost them probably. That flipped the whole entire game.
Yeah.
His fumble killed them.
Yeah. Anything else? And because I got the mush ready to come on in a minute too for picks for next week. But before we get him on, anything else? Well, one more thing on the Cowboys game, Paul. There was one thing that surprised me about this game because last week I thought we were going to dominate both sides of the line of scrimmage. I have to be honest. I was very surprised. I thought your D line actually took it to our O line in the run game a little bit. That surprised me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Dallas looked to me was better than what I thought they would be. They're going to give people games. They're going to win games.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, 100%. I mean, everybody said, Parsons, the sacks wasn't there. Of course, I get that. We only had one sack from Nealon. But I tell you what, it's a win holding Barkley to 60 yards in a game. Nothing up the middle. Little chunks, of course. But, I mean, Kenny Clark, man, give the dude fucking credit, dude. Yeah. I mean, he was in some plays. And he demands a double team in the middle. Mozzie Smith didn't play. He's bench. He's inactive. But I tell you, 100%, I am so happy with this defensive line because it can only get better because we had two rookies basically playing on the edges. I think this team is good, but I tell you what the key of the game, Joe, was the offensive line, dude. 4 new starters in the second year playing out of position. That showed me something where, damn, even Guyton played a hell of a game. Even though he got fucking, I don't know who bum rushed his ass and put him behind 15 yards. But I like this team, Joe. I mean, the ceiling's good for this team. In week 1, it was a measuring stick, honestly. Like, okay, I got something to look forward to this year, Yeah,
and I thought your D tackle, what was it, Nealon or Nealon?
Mark and Nealon, yeah.
I'll tell you what,
he's good.
That kid can play a little bit. He looks good. He looks good.
I chalked this game up. I chalked this whole game up to this. It's the first game of the season, and on both teams, nobody's played their starters in preseason together.
Right.
So everybody's getting used to each other, and the Eagles are notorious for starting off slow.
Sure.
So now these guys, give them a couple games under the belt, then they'll go. But I think that's with a lot of your teams.
Yeah, and I'm curious if Jalen Carter wasn't the bonehead that he was, before that possession there, would have been different. Then I would have seen what Schottenheimer really is. Okay, Jalen Carter's in here. We can't run up the middle here. We got to go east and west, and west here. But I give him credit because new mojo, new mentality. He played good. Play calling was good. Nothing bonehead, no stupid, trick plays. So I'm cool with it. But Jeff, you're 100% right. It was preseason game 1 for me right now
Yeah.
because
Yep.
no starters got live action. OTA 7-on-7s, inter squad games ain't game speed, man. It's not.
Yep.
Now, talking about any concerns to you guys about our offensive line with Dickerson being banged up?
Yeah, a little bit.
The other guard, who's the other guard that went out?
I'm a little because if Dickerson's not going to be 100%, I mean, because you figure last year you had Mekhi Becton who played at kind of a Pro Bowl level, and then you had Dickerson who played at Pro Bowl level. I didn't think. I mean, Steen, you got Steen in there. Steen, he might be decent, but that's a little bit of a drop off. And then if Dickerson is out, you got Toth in there, who's like a
big drop off.
That's a huge drop off. Or if Dickerson's playing and he's got a bad back, then he's not the same guy. So they, because a lot of Saquon's runs last year were he was averaging like 6-7 yards running behind both those guys. If you lose that's really significantly affects the running game.
Yes.
And you know what? And one more thing about yesterday, and then we'll get John on here. I thought the biggest game of the week was probably Detroit Green Bay. Green Bay looked very impressive, at least early.
Detroit looked horrible.
Yeah,
they did.
They looked lost without Ben Johnson, and we'll see what Ben Johnson's all about tonight.
Yep, I agree.
New team, new weapons, but Jamar Gibbs, Jameson Williams, Laporta, they all look lost.
Yep.
Well, Detroit lost 3 offensive linemen.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was week 1. We're going to move forward to week 2, and we're all going to give our picks. We'll all give our picks, but I want to introduce a guy that literally is going to be making picks from his bathroom. I mean, this guy, John Lieb, aka the Mush. I mean, let me just give a little introduction for this. Right? Now, take his advice at your own risk, because I'm going to tell you right now, he single-handedly changed the course of the curse of the Bambino. This guy bet the Yankees when they were up 3-0 in 2004. All right. Then he had the Patriots, I believe, in 2017 against the Giants. Another nice pick.
Yep.
I mean, God love the guy, but let me tell you something. If it's July and it's 98 degrees and he tells me it's hot, I'm breaking out the winter coat and the hats. Right? So anyway, without further introduction, I'm going to bring on the Mush, and he's going to tell us who he likes this week. So remember, can you beat the Mush? What's up, John? How you doing, bro?
What's up, fellas? I'm coming live from beautiful Huntington Valley. I got Dunkin' Donuts as my sponsor right behind me here. They kicked me out. They wouldn't even let me sit in there and do this. So I had to
that's because they see in your picks, John. That's because they know your picks, brother.
Wait. I know why they kicked him out.
Joe, you forgot to tell me
fell
about
asleep in there, didn't you? You fell asleep in Dunkin'.
Oh, actually, no. The worst one. Oh my God! Thank you, John. I forgot the worst one was he had Barbaro and then he broke his fucking leg.
The most dominant horse of all time. John takes him, he fucking retires the horse.
They killed him.
No, the worst one was Smarty Jones. I don't bet the first 2 races. I bet the third, and Smarty Jones loses.
Well, and I was going to say too. You were supposed to be in the bathroom, but Dunkin' Donuts has a sign. It says, "Do not let this man use your toilet." That's why he's outside.
All right. Well, let's get to it here. So I'm picking 5 games for this upcoming week for week 2,
okay.
And I'm going to go from 5 to 1 as my order. But hey, I love these picks and I think they're a lock. But say what you want.
I think they're a lock.
And I'll make you a winner.
Take the other guys.
All right, so we're going to start with number 5 here. The first game is we got the Bears going to the Motor City against Detroit. Now I look for Detroit to bounce back after that ass whooping they took from the Packers, and I like Detroit to cover that 4.5. And
Love the
fuck.
Bears.
I know. I was taking the
all
Lions,
Detroit
not
over
anymore.
the Bears.
Don't like that game.
All right, we got number 4. I love San Fran's going to the Saints, and I love the Saints to put a whooping over the 49ers, and I look for the Saints to win big over the 49ers. I like the Saints to win by 2 touchdowns over the 49ers, so definitely I would go with the Saints over the 49ers. All right, then we got number 3. My number 3 game is the Chargers. They're at the Raiders, but the Raiders stink. Chargers are going to win this game. They're going to cover easily. So I would definitely take the Chargers over the Raiders. Number 2.
Did you use analytics to choose these?
I would
Number
definitely
2.
is crazy. I would definitely take the Chargers over the Raiders.
Number 2, we got our Philadelphia Eagles going to Kansas City, and I'm going with the Birds to put another ass whooping on Mahomes. I think the Eagles will come out with a win here. It'll be a close game. I'm looking maybe 6 or 4 points, but the Eagles are gonna pull this game out and win. And then for my number one game of the week,
you can't pick the Eagles. We should
What's
have a
that?
rule. I said we should have a rule that you can't pick the Eagles because
Next week, Eagles are off the board.
No, that's bullshit. He can pick the Eagles anytime he wants, Diego.
And start the mush on your show,
It comes down. This Eagles game comes down to whether the league suspends Jalen Carter for a game or not. He's in the game.
USA Today said they talked with a representative inside the NFL and that he wasn't looking at a suspension. He was looking at a fine.
Just a fine, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, even if Jalen Carter was suspended for this game, I still think the Birds pull it out and win the game. So
I kind of agree. Kansas City looked horrible.
Yeah, and then for my number 1 game of the week, and I know
shit,
Paul, you're gonna love this game, baby. What?
How is this good for you, Paul?
We're going 0-2, baby.
I got
the Giants.
I got the New York Giants to cover, but to lose. Your Cowgirls are going to win this week, but the Giants
They lost.
The Giants will cover that 5.5 spread.
If the Saints beat the Niners by 2 touchdowns, we can't even do this section anymore because he's not a mush. That's like the most incredible. Prediction of all time. Like Saints are going to go to San Fran and beat San Fran by 2 touchdowns. You watch the Saints play this weekend,
dude. The Saints are winning. It's a lock. Trust me on this one.
So John, which is your lock of the week, brother? If I want to put the house, which one of these are lock of the week, bro?
Your stone cold lock.
Oh, my number 1 lock would be Detroit over Chicago.
Oh my god!
I like that actually a lot.
My number one pick would be Detroit over Chicago. I think they're gonna take it out on them after what the Packers did to them. But the Giants are definitely going to cover that 5.5 spread against Dallas, and Dallas will win, but not by much.
Wait, can I?
Well, chalk it up. We lost.
John, can I tell them about your level of analytics? I want to tell the story. I want to tell the story about 2010 when you wanted the Phillies to play the Giants because the East Coast, West Coast. All right, listen to this. Remember how the Giants were like red hot in 2010 and the Phillies. So I was like, oh shit, I don't want to play the Giants, right? And John's like, oh, dude, no, we got to play them East Coast, West Coast. I'm like, motherfucker, this ain't fucking Biggie and Pac, dude.
Yeah, it's like rock battles.
So anyway, I had to fuck with John because I was like, this dude doesn't even know 3 players on the fucking Giants, right? He's like, I was like, well, dude, what about the Giants makes you think that we're going to beat him? He's like, we're just going to beat him. I was like, all right. And I was like, well, John, they have this outfielder, man. He's really good. I was like, they have this out. He's like, oh, I was like, their outfield. He's like, no. I And I was like, well, they got this guy, Bobby Thompson, dude. I was like, oh my God. I was like, he's really good, dude. He's really scary. He's like, oh, well, I don't care who they have. We're going to beat him anyway. And I was like, John, Bobby Thompson played in 1951. I was like, he hit the shot. He's like, I don't give a shit. I want to play him anyway. So when you take these picks, when you take these picks, this is the level of analysis that goes into this.
Well, Joe, you forgot about.
You know how they say, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a whole fucking container of salt.
Joe, two more games you forgot about. The college basketball game me and you bet on, and then the Cliff Lee game.
Oh yeah, 2011. Remember the Phillies were about to go up 2-0 on the Cardinals. They were up like 4-0. This asshole texts me. He goes, "Oh, we got this series won." I'm like, dude, please. The very next inning, the Cardinals scored like 5 runs, and they came back and beat us. Then they beat us in the series.
And we watched Ryan Howard for the rest of our lives. Because
No. Joe, the ultimate was the halftime shot from the. Remember, we were about to win the college game and the half court.
No, it was, yeah. So anyway, so I think we had Connecticut was playing Duke. I think Connecticut was up by 4, and I think we had Duke minus like 2. And then he's like, oh, we're going to win this. We had Connecticut minus 2, and Duke they were up 4. Duke shot like a meaningless half-court shot, banked it in, and Connecticut only won by 1.
Hey, Joe, I think we should do this before we get sued, man.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you for putting that up there. That's funny.
Wait, Eddie Prather has a tip. He said Ricky Jackson isn't playing with the Saints anymore. John wouldn't know that. He doesn't think people age.
That's
back.
John, who is the Saints quarterback? Who is the Saints quarterback, John?
I was going to say the same thing.
Drew Brees looked great last week.
Oh shit!
That's fucking good, man.
Who's the quarterback for Minnesota?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know
Carlton.
Right. Just for shits and giggles before we get out of here, let's get all our picks on some of these games here. So the week starts out Thursday night. I think this is a good game. You got Washington at Green Bay. Green Bay's favored by 3.5. I love Green Bay, actually.
I like Washington.
I like Washington too.
Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm going Green Bay.
John, who does the mush like? Green Bay?
Washington it is.
Fuck. I could change to Washington. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Then we got Rams at Tennessee. If Eddie Prather says Bobby Hebert retired. Bobby Hebert always remind me of the Water Boy.
Yeah.
I think his mom didn't want him playing foosball either. All right, so
Rams.
You got the Rams at Tennessee. Rams are favored by 6.5. I think
Rams.
Like
Rams all day. Rams all day.
Does anybody like Tennessee?
No. They don't even like themselves.
John, you like the Rams?
I like the Rams.
Good. There's hope. All right. Oh, look at this hideous ass game. New England at Miami. New England's favorite. Miami's favored by. How the fuck is Miami favored by anybody? I wouldn't favor Miami against University.
New England.
Yeah, but I don't like that. That doesn't seem like a trick.
I like Miami.
It seems like a trick to take New England and Miami wins.
I like
That's true. All right, who do you guys like, Miami or Indy or
New England?
New England.
I like New England.
I like Miami.
Paul, who do you like?
New England.
I like New England. Although you know what, it might be 100 in Miami. You know what? I'm going to go Miami because it's going to be like 100 degrees, and they don't like that shit up in New England. All right, Jacksonville at the Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 3.5.
Jacksonville didn't look too bad against Carolina. Yes, I'm taking Jacksonville.
Ooh.
I'll take the Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
Well, you can't go against Joey B. Bengals all the way.
Diego, I'm with you. I'm going to go Jacksonville, man, because this. I think Travis Hunter will get a lot more snaps on defense, and I like to see how he stays with Chase this week. I really want to see it. I think Jacksonville pulls us out as a dog of the week.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going Jacksonville too, and Leave was the reason. As soon as he said the Bengals, I'm like Jacksonville.
Can't go against Joey B.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Joey.
Joey B's
Oh.
good. He had like 7 yards in the whole second half.
Yeah.
Wait, you know why AJ Brown did shit this week? Because I got him on 3 of my fantasy teams.
Fuck.
Oh, all right. Seattle at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's favored by 2.5. By the way, we didn't get in that. That was a good ass game. Aaron Rodgers looked good. Justin Fields, holy shit, he looked like he could play a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers looked like vintage Aaron Rodgers. 4 touchdown passes. Oh, like throwing off one leg to the back of the end zone.
Yep. Give me Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh.
I hate Pittsburgh, but I think I love Seattle, but I got to go with Pittsburgh on this.
Pittsburgh as well.
Man, the way Justin Fields threw the ball against that Pittsburgh defense, I think Sam Darnold's going to be able to move the ball against that Pittsburgh defense. I'm going Seattle.
Ooh, okay.
Here's one that might be a little bit of a trap. You got Baltimore minus 11.5 hosting Cleveland. Now I'll tell you, you know, Baltimore blowing that game last night. I think everybody and their mother is probably going to lay the 11.5. I see Baltimore.
I like
winning.
Cleveland to cover.
So do I. I like
Baltimore wins though.
Baltimore wins, Cleveland cover. I agree. I would go with that.
Baltimore.
I agree. I think Baltimore wins. I'll take Cleveland for the cover. I mean, you're coming off an emotional, physical game too. And Cleveland is physical, man. They're physical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland's going to lose a lot of the games the way they lost yesterday.
Close,
They're going to lose close games where they can't really score, but the other team's not going to move the ball much.
Agreed.
There is no way Cleveland is beating them. No way.
It's not beating.
Baltimore is beating.
No, plus the 11.5, John. Plus the 11.5 here.
Yeah.
Baltimore is going to win like 30.
I have a question. Who do you have playing in the Super Bowl?
Who do I have? I got the Eagles and the Bills.
He's got the 1980s Bears versus the
Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin. Yeah, they're going back, Paul.
The 84 49ers.
I'm going Eagles and Bills in the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, God.
Hey, John, did my Cowboys make the playoffs, John?
Nope.
They're in. Lock it in. We're getting a wild card.
All right. We already know what John thinks of this. Chicago at Detroit. Detroit's favored by 4.5. I like the Bears.
I like Detroit. I like Detroit to win and cover.
I like the Bears too.
I like the Bears. It depends what happens tonight, though.
Well, the Lions look confused. They really did. They didn't look like they had a game plan together. I think the coaches leaving really took a toll on that.
Well, Caleb Williams has been confused all last year's 17 games.
True.
So I want to see tonight what he is. So right now I'll take Lions, but depending on what Caleb Williams looks like, I might switch to the Bears.
All right. Then we got Buffalo at the Jets. Buffalo's favored by 7. You know what's funny? Coming off that big emotional comeback last night, I think Buffalo wins. I think the Jets actually cover. I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking the Jets to cover.
I think Jets could cover. I also feel like Buffalo could cover, but I do like Buffalo to win the game.
I take Buffalo all the way.
Yeah, Buffalo win. Probably Jets to cover. I think it's close.
Sean?
Buffalo, I said.
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay. All right. Ooh. Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys are only favored by 4.5. You know what's funny? I think I'm going to take this like tomorrow because I bet you that line goes up to like 6. I bet you that line gets up to 6. I think I'm going to take Dallas. I mean, I hate Dallas, but I like Dallas this week. I think Dallas covers that.
I think Dallas will cover.
I think Dallas wins big.
The Giants are going to cover that line.
Dude, the way Russell Wilson looked so bad. Giants are going to have to go to Dart by week 4.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys to cover big. You know, I'll lay the 5.5. I'll lay 7.5 honestly because I think the best bet in this whole damn week is CD 7 catches plus 100 yards. He's
and a touchdown.
Exactly, I agree, Diego, 100%. Cowboys at least by 10 this week.
Russell Wilson is always going to have a place in my heart because he won me a Super Bowl with Seattle, but he's now the second quarterback. I think he gets pummeled this game, and then I think it's the start of what's his face,
Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. I think it's the start of him. I think Russell's just on a short leash.
Wow. And you know what? All right, so now we're on to another one of the Mush's picks. We got San Francisco at New Orleans. San Fran favored by 6.5. Now, George Kittle's out a few weeks.
And
Tell you what, Brock Purdy didn't look that good yesterday. I mean, that last touchdown he threw, boy, he was lucky as a MF.
And McCaffrey doesn't look 100% either.
No.
McCaffrey looked good though. He saw his 140 total yards.
Yeah, he just didn't look good.
Came on my feed. He has 2 injuries.
Yeah,
Oh.
Toe and his shoulder, I believe.
Yeah.
But see, McCaffrey could be healthy, but he's week to week every week. But you don't know if the dude's playing. That's the thing. You know, like, that's what scares me. You don't know who you're getting.
It's true. Very true. I agree.
I got San Fran beating the Saints and covering the 6.
I have San Fran winning, but I don't know if they'll cover it.
Yeah, you know, if John didn't take if the mush didn't take the Saints, I might have liked. I got to go San Fran.
I do too. I'm going Niners. Yeah.
All right. We got Denver at the Colts. Denver's favored by 2.5.
Denver.
Man, Danny Dimes looked nice yesterday.
MVP.
That's a really tough game, to be honest with you, because
I like the Colts.
Good.
I like the Colts
all
in
the
that
way
game.
around. And Denver, I expected more out of Denver.
I expected more out of Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I know. I have him as my starting fantasy, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, he took a
Same
dump
with me.
yesterday.
I had him starting too, and he didn't do nothing.
Mm-mm.
Tell
I'm
you
going
what,
Denver.
though,
I'm going Denver though.
yeah, you know what? John likes the Colts, so I like Denver because the one thing about Denver, because I was all kind of on the fence of that game, but Denver's offense didn't look great, but that Denver's pass rush is freaking
It's nasty, and Surtain's unreal.
Carolina at Arizona. Arizona favored by 6.5. Arizona wasn't really that impressive yesterday, but Carolina, I'm laying the 6.5 with Arizona.
I think Arizona wins and
Carolina to cover.
Who do you like?
I like Carolina to cover.
Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona to cover.
Somebody has to have Chubba Hubbard on their fantasy.
I do.
Yeah, that's why you went Carolina.
All right, Eagles at the Chiefs. I actually love. I mean, I feel. I mean, I know I'm a homer because I'm an Eagles fan, but I actually love the Eagles. I think
Carter has to play. If Carter,
I like him either way, but
Joe, are you guys traveling or are you guys home?
It's in Kansas City.
It's in KC.
Not because I don't like the Eagles. I'm going to go KC. Reed, man, on a loss like that, a primetime Sam Palau game, I'm going to go Chiefs here. I'm going to go Chiefs here right now.
I hope we have some chatter. And Jalen Carter, if he plays, he can chatter all he wants and get into Mahomes' head.
I don't think you're getting his head. I think he's a veteran, man. Nothing spooks this young kid, man. He has ice in his veins, so that's the thing.
For years, I always thought, and my boys used to kill me, I think Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately, is way overrated. I'm sorry. He's a good quarterback, bordering on great, but he's not everything they make him out to be. I think Mahomes is along the same lines. He's a great quarterback.
I disagree on that.
I think the Eagles are the new nemesis to the Chiefs. Because, look at the past couple times that we played them. We beat them there in the regular season in 2022, and we almost beat them in the Super. I think we're a thorn in their ass. So, I don't see us losing.
But Joe, I disagree with that comment about Mahomes because
me too. I disagree.
When you take away his best player like Tyreek Hill, he's going to be shit the next season. Bro, he put up better numbers with Tyreek Hill being out there. This guy wins with freaking Juju Schuster. Anybody, he can win. Miko Hardman, he can win out there. But I think I can agree a little bit if you take him away from Andy Reid's system. It might be different. Those two together.
The team to me is on the downslope. That's the thing. I think KC has peaked. I think they're now on their downslope. I don't think they're at their.
I think it has more to do with they don't have a talented enough roster.
No, exactly.
To win. Yep. They're asking Mahomes to be Superman.
Exactly.
But it's going to come a time and point where they're going to be like, all right, we got to get him a star receiver. They go get him a star receiver again. Boom, KC's right back in the running for Super Bowl.
Yeah, they need to
Mahomes
reload.
is that good.
Yeah, they need to reload again.
They got to reload exactly.
Yep.
Tom Brady, they did it with Tom Brady a few times. He goes through a set of teammates. They get old. He goes through the next set of receivers, win again. Went to the Bucs, win. That's going to reload the team.
But I'm a Mahomes fan to a point where he is a great quarterback. But Brady used to win with shit of wide receivers. You didn't even know half these guys, and they would win. That's the difference between the two of them.
Well, I think he beat the Eagles and not really a good receiving core.
You think? I'm sorry.
When he beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl and they got that holding, they won. They didn't have a great receiving corps. They had Travis Kelce, and that's about it.
No, they had some good wideouts against us.
Who? Juju Smith-Schuster. That was their number one guy.
Yeah, he was a lot younger.
I don't
But he
consider
was
a lot better than
Juju left Pittsburgh, and he wasn't Juju anymore.
right. But he was on KC.
He was like average. So he beat Eagles with a below average wide receiving corps and a really good tight end.
But you know what hurts the Chiefs this week? Rashida Rice being out too. That's a huge
Yeah.
banger right there.
That's huge too.
His downfield speed. Yep.
When
Not
it
only
be-
that, they got a short work week. They were in Brazil, so
That's true too.
That's true.
Wouldn't it be ironic if the Chiefs? Wouldn't it be ironic if the Chiefs brought Tyreek Hill back?
That contract's going to be huge, though. I mean, that's the thing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's all right. So we got a few more. We got the Falcons lost a tough one. We got the Falcons at the Vikings. It's tough to pick this. I don't know what Minnesota's going to look like tonight.
Yeah.
But you got Minnesota -4.5. I mean, right now Drake London might be out too.
I like Minnesota right now.
I like
Minnesota over the Falcons.
I'll take Minnesota, but I want to see. I know what Penix looks like, but I got to see what JJ McCarthy is right now. I'm not sold right now. I couldn't
It's
pick
a hard
right
one
now.
to pick. On paper, I would say Minnesota, but like you guys said, we got to see the game tonight.
I thought Penix looked pretty good.
He didn't look bad.
Wait, hang on. Shit, is that
what,
the last?
What really happened to Kenny Pitts? He ended up being nothing. Everybody wanted Pitts, and he
Kyle
ended up.
Pitts? Kyle Pitts?
It was Kyle, excuse me. I said Kenny, my mistake. Kyle Pitts, he ended up being nothing. Doesn't he have like 10 total touchdowns in his career?
I think the problem was he was never used properly. The OC down there never used him properly. I mean, he's a hybrid tight end. Now I think with Penix being a big weapon for him, a quarterback thrower, I think his numbers will accelerate this year, using him properly.
But they use him too much as a blocker?
Well, they had to because the offensive line was bad, and plus, they just never ran the proper routes for him. Now his route tree is a lot better. He's getting open. He's like the second, third option on his team. So I think Penix his IQ can find him. I like pitches. I have him on my fantasy team, not starting right now, but I do have him. Yeah.
All right.
I just remember all the hype with him coming out, and I thought, oh yeah, we got to get him. And the Eagles really wanted him. He was going to be the next coming of, the Kelsey and all them. He's done nothing, and I was always just curious what happened.
All right, we got two last games here, and then we'll wrap this up. You got looks like the Sunday night game, Tampa Bay at Houston. Houston's favored by 2.5.
Buccaneers.
I like Tampa.
Buccaneers.
Houston.
I gotta go Tampa Bay now. Yep.
See, I know. You know what's fucked up? I was going to go Houston only for the fact that it's 2 straight road games for Tampa Bay. Sometimes it's tough to play 2 road games. You know what I mean? Because they were in Atlanta last week. So it's kind of like, you know what? That kind of makes me want to go Houston, but Lieb likes Houston, so I got to go Tampa Bay.
I mean, I'm definitely going to go Tampa Bay. That Bukake looks fucking good. Now they got somebody to match up with Evans. That kid looks good. So I'm going to go Tampa outright. Even minus, yeah.
All right, and lastly, you got the Chargers at the Raiders. The Chargers are favored by 3. Chargers look really good versus Kansas City. They're everybody's darling this week, but I know the Raiders play. I mean, I know New England's not world beaters, but I thought the Raiders looked really impressive yesterday. I mean, Geno Smith threw for like 360 yards. Brock Bowers looked good until he got hurt.
Jacoby Myers looked good.
I'll tell you what, the Chargers are a weird ass team. When everybody thinks they're good, they lay an egg. I'm taking the Raiders, not plus the 3. I'm going to go Raiders money line. I
agree. Raiders win.
I kind of like that line too. I think I'm going to go to Raiders. Yeah, I'm going to go to Raiders money line here. I might just play safe and take the 3, but I'll throw a couple dollars on money line Raiders. Yeah.
Pete Carroll's has actually got a good team together.
Yeah.
Sean, I didn't hear what you liked.
Chargers.
You're right. Damn, Sean's riding
with the bush.
Yeah, the Raiders money line right now. Raiders are plus 152. I kind of like that home opener. You know what I mean? The home opener, Vegas.
Joe, what do you guys think about tonight? Because I have a show tonight in about 20 minutes. Monday night preview. What do you guys think about that matchup tonight? I didn't look at inactives yet. I do have to look at that now. The only one I know it's out is going to be Harrison Smith for the Vikings. What do you guys think on that game tonight?
I like the Vikes.
I got to see how J.J. McCarthy plays. I mean, that's a huge thing. Just don't know really what he has. And is Justin Jefferson 100%, or is he still hobbling a little?
No, he's active 100%.
100% was what they're saying. Yeah.
I think they were being really cautious with him they're always cautious with their stars.
Well,
Like, how much preseason does Jettas really need?
Jalen Naylor. Jalen Naylor.
Okay, and I know they got Thielen back, which I think he's going to be huge back there.
Yeah.
In the middle, I think.
And Hawkinson's pretty good too, the tight end.
Yeah.
And they got Aaron Jones at running back. Minnesota's got a low-key stacked offense.
I just wasn't sure how Jefferson was. I know he was banged up, and I didn't know if he was 100%. But if he's fine,
my thing is with the Bears. I mean, Joe Tooney coming over, 2 defensive. Garrett coming over. They have they just drafted Luther Burden. They got Colson Loveland this year in the draft. There's no excuses for Caleb Williams this year. I mean, this is what I need to see from him tonight. If he can manage the game, I think the Bears can win this game. Honestly, you can't have any knucklehead turnovers.
Yeah,
it should be a good game. If you think about it, it should be a really good game.
If you look at the Vikings roster, I thought they made a lot of good acquisitions in the offseason. Like if you look at their team, they're 53. They're a really good football team. The question is, can JJ McCarthy play? Plus they got a good coach. That coach is fucking good, man. I mean, look what he did with Sam Darnold last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's good.
If McCarthy can play a little bit, that Vikings team could be really solid. But the NFC North is so tough. Like, if you put a gun to my head and said who to me to take, I guess I would take the Vikings. But I have no feel in this game at all because it's just tough. So
who's the backup for McCarthy?
They just
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. That's right. Carson Wentz.
That kind of changes my mind. It might change my mind because I don't know if McCarthy can stay healthy. McCarthy gets hurt and Wentz comes in, they lose.
I think they're definitely going to try to avoid the run with McCarthy tonight. Because in Michigan, he was a smart quarterback, but a running quarterback as well. I think they keep him in the pocket.
Okay.
I wouldn't even worry about him scrambling. A lot of quarterbacks like that, you might want to put a spy. I don't think it's dedicated to do that tonight. So you can have the extra guy roaming.
That's what I'm worried about, him scrambling too much, and he's just going to get nailed.
Yeah.
Bears, give me the Bears.
Hey, one way I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to invite. All right, one more thing because we're going to get out of here. But real quick, if you take the Mush's advice and you get really pissed off, all right, and you fucking slam your hand into a wall and you break your hand, or you know what I mean, or you get because that would qualify as a personal injury, okay? If you get a personal injury or workers' comp or if you fall, hey, whatever. Call my man Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. He's got 3 offices throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. So. Like I said, take the Mush's advice at your own discretion, and if you do get hurt, call Jason Fine. So, all right. Well, listen, this has been a blast. But you know what? I got to get rolling. I want to go watch some of this Phillies game. Anybody know the score? Hang on. Let's see. Did Nola get shelled yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
1-0. Castellanos single to right field.
Oh, hey,
Phillies got the lead, and they got him in on first and second.
Do you remember us talking about Kepler, and we wanted him out of here, and he was trash?
He's better than Nick.
Game-winning home run or whatever it was in the game. He played really well. So let's trash Nola, and maybe he'll have a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Hey, he's already gone 2 innings, so I mean, shit. That's last time he pitched, he gave up like 5 in the first.
Fuck it, make him number 1 in the rotation.
John, what's your? Never mind. I'm not going to ask.
Don't ask him. No Phillies predictions from John.
Go Phils, go Eagles.
Anybody here going to try and get tickets next year for the Field of Dreams game?
What's that?
Anybody going to try and get in the lottery for the Field of Dreams game next year?
Send it
over. I didn't know there
to
was a lottery. How do you get in?
You just go online and do Phillies Field of Dreams, and there's a site you go on to get into it, and then they pick a lottery, and if you're on it, then you can choose to pay for tickets, lodging, and all that.
Okay.
So it's not as easy as just buying tickets. You have to win the lottery to get in because obviously so many people want to go.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Go get in the lottery.
Yeah.
Go Phils, go Birds.
It'd be really awesome. Imagine if you won the lottery, you went to the Field of Dreams game, and then maybe on the same trip you'd hit Wrigley, and then on your way back. Wow, that'd be cool. Dope. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, well, we're going to get ready to wrap up. It's been real. Thanks for everybody for checking us out. Hopefully next week the Eagles are 2-0. Hopefully the Phillies are at least up 7 in the division and 4 or 5 in second in the number 2 seed and getting ready to beat LA's ass. Actually, you know what's funny? We hopefully the Eagles beat Kansas City's ass, and then hopefully next week we'll be gearing up for double LA action because the Eagles will be preparing for the Rams and the Phillies will be going out to LA to play the Dodgers. So
Cool.
we're going
And
to
then from there, we'll also be 2 weeks away from hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in the coming weeks. Oh, you know what? We better close out. Paul, you got your show coming up in like 4 minutes.
Go fight and take it easy.
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
All right.
Peace, guys.
All right.
Go
See you.
Birds!
See you later.
Go Birds.
Game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb.